Greetings, Stowe staff and students. Now today we're going to talk about something that is really important. And as you know, my number one job is to make sure that everybody is safe every single day, and every adult has that same job. So it's not just me, it's every single person in this school. Their number one job is to keep you safe. Today we're going to talk about how we can be safe in the classroom. Now, the most important thing to keep everybody safe is that we need to be very cooperative with all the adults in the building. And so I just want to read a little bit of this book to kind of talk about some things that we do every single day to try to keep you safe. All right. This book is called I'm Not Scared, I'm Prepared. Okay? And this is just a short little snippet of what we can do to be safe and some of the things that we already do every single day. My teacher never wants anything bad to happen to us, so she is always trying to figure out the best ways to keep us safe. Look both ways before you cross, and always watch where you are going. Make sure your hands are germ-free before you eat lunch. Please walk in the hallway, don't run, and watch where you are going. Try to remember not to lean back in your chair. Now, I want you to take a moment right now, and your teacher can pause the video, and I want you to talk about some things that your teacher does to make sure that you're safe every single day. Now, hopefully you had a really good discussion about how are some things that we do every single day, or what are some things you do every single day to keep you safe. You know, I thought of some things too. Things like wearing your seatbelt. When you get into a car, you want to get clicked up so you're going to be safe. When you're walking down the stairs, you might want to hold on to the railing. Okay, these are things that are there to keep us safe. When I was a kid, we didn't have car seats. And so I don't know how I made it to today, but I did. I never wore a bike helmet. But the more we know about things that can keep us safe, the better off we're going to be. And so my kids wear bike helmets, and they get mad and say, "Why do I have to wear a bike helmet, Dad? You didn't either." And I said, I had some pretty bad crashes when I was a kid too, and so maybe that's part of my problem. But we just want to make sure that schools are safe as well. Now, there are some things that we never used to do in schools that we didn't even think of. And sometimes it can be a little scary to think about, but sometimes the safest place is going to be in the classroom. And in order to be safe in the classroom, sometimes we might have to just really make sure that that door can't get open. Now, one thing that we have are windows right next door, or right in the classroom, that if we needed to, we could block the door, and maybe we could do an evacuation out the door. There might be a fire. Okay, there might be maybe somebody spilled some chemicals and we needed to get out of the hallway, and we might have to just get out because maybe the fumes were bad. So there's a lot of different ways that we might need to get out of the classroom, and we're going to go over that later on in the year. We're going to do actually a practice drill. We do drills all the time. We do a fire drill 5 times a year. We've done more of those in the past, just to make sure that we know where we're going and what we're doing. We've done a lot of different lockdown drills. Just a couple of weeks ago, we did a tornado drill. Chances of a tornado drill happening in Duluth, probably slim to none. We live in a bowl, and chances of a tornado coming here probably aren't going to happen, but we want to make sure that we are prepared nonetheless. Okay? And so we're going to practice a barricade. And so your teacher has been instructed of what they're going to do to make sure that the door is secure. Make sure that the door is locked all the time. And if you see right on the door jamb, there's always a magnet there. So your teacher or the adult that you're working with should always have their door locked. And so we just have to grab the magnet, close the door, and then we're just going to take a chair, one of the metal chairs with the plastic backing, and then we're just going to stick it right in the door handle, and that's going to be great to slow somebody down if someone were trying to get into the classroom that shouldn't be. I am very serious about this. My number one job is keeping everybody safe, and I want to make sure that we're safe. And I know sometimes it's frustrating that the door might be locked and you might have to knock on the door to get a classmate to open the door for you. But that's just something that we just have to do nowadays. And, much like when, when I was a kid, I didn't wear a bike helmet, but now we know that if you have a traumatic injury to your head, that it could cause some serious brain damage. And so, bike helmets are just kind of normal now. Seatbelt, same thing. And so this is another way just to keep everybody safe. Number one rule, we want to make sure that whenever there is a situation, that you're always listening to the adult in charge. That's number one, because they're going to hear things and they're going to see things. Another thing that we want to make sure is that if you ever hear anything that might be happening at school, that you let somebody know. That's really important, making sure that we are prepared. And so with that, we're going to do a practice lockdown. I'll get on the public address, the PA, and let us know when that lockdown drill starts. And from there, I will go around and just kind of check the doors along with Jason, and we will get back on the PA at the end and then close out the lockdown. And so with that, have some discussion with your teacher about what we're going to do, and then from there, we'll practice that lockdown. So nothing really too different than what we always do, other than we're going to barricade the door. So thanks so much, everybody, and thanks for your cooperation.